Good morning, everyone, once again. Um, I tried to stream the tournament earlier. My connection seems to be very unstable. We're gonna give it a try again, but there's no point in me playing in a tournament if I'm just gonna end up losing to lost turns mid-game, and I'm gonna end up tilting as well because of that. So might as well play some chill decks in the ladder. Starting off with this Rayquaza deck that recently won an online tournament. The amazing burst attack, doing 80 damage for every basic energy you choose to discard from Rayquaza. Of course, you'll want to attach a bunch of them with Mirage Gate, which also makes the energy cost, which is very awkward, actually a non-issue because we play all of those energies and more. We also have access to Radiant Greninja. Coronel Zeta, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Dog, thank you so much for being here. And so, with this, this is a very basic Lost Zone deck. We have Comfey, 2 flower selecting, put cards in the Lost Zone. We have Color's Experiment, but aside from that, we do, since we are playing V Pokemon, we do have access to Forest Seal Stone as a V-Star power so that we can search for a card at any given point. And then we have Drapion to counter Mew VMAX, Galarian Zapdos to try and counter Arceus decks and other special energy decks, and also Raikou to counter lightning weak decks such as Lugia and or Palkia. We have Manaphy to protect our bench, we have Radiant Greninja to attack their bench, along with Sableye, along with Cramorant and Luminion for support to be able to find either Colress or a timely boss or the double Raihan. Yeah, the counterbox package is very, very fun to use for sure. And Mr. Sharny just got destroyed by the deck on the first round. Yeah, I was playing tournaments, but I've given up on my internet being stable enough to play it. I was already tilted, and it had been 10 minutes. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a chill morning instead. We're going to play some cool games, hopefully, on the ladder, and see what happens, you know? I really wanted to, like, get competitive and play, and the round 1 mirror match, I won the coin flip, I was excited, but then between my whiffs and the the internet connection, it was a recipe for disaster. I have not tried the other stone, no dunk. I can see how it could possibly be good combined with Zapdos' attack, reducing the attack cost for sure. And then combining that with Sableye perhaps, or Greninja to finish off attackers. Greninja plus a ping, of course. Definitely something I want to try. Yeah. Now the original version of this deck didn't, like the deck that won, didn't play even the Forest Seal Stone. So I feel like this deck is, its focus is on Rayquaza, and this hand is completely busted. But if you were going to play a different deck based off of yeah, a different deck based off of that tool, right, and Zapdos using it, then there's definitely a lot of merit to utilizing taking advantage of that and building your deck around that in particular.
If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it, and it's free.
Looking for PTGO codes? Photon Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off.
Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need.
This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io.
If I don't attach the fighting, my opponent might feel like, oh, Pablo, like finding that fighting energy is gonna be difficult, right? However, I could see myself getting punished by getting Mardied without the attachment. So you know what? I might as well just like be, all right, here's the threat, deal with it, or you know. What else said? You love your deck right now. What's your deck? What deck are you playing with lately? All right, so there's 2V. So my attack only costs 2 at the moment. Double switch cards, so probably Serena coming here. No, Crobat, okay. Fair enough. But now I have the free attack. Now my Galarian Zapdos will KO this V-Gold for free. So I will be under item lock, but that's not really going to matter unless they remove my energy, which even if they do, well, if they remove my energy, then I can't attack next turn, right? But yeah, I'm completely fine not getting a bunch of it, a bunch of cards in the lost zone yet, because I'm just gonna get 2 prizes this coming turn. My opponent's overplay a supporter. They're not gonna be able to target down the Zapdos. They're benching more Alecki, so like their best thing next turn is powering up another V-Gold with 2 Regieleki VMAXs and a choice build, and then they'll be doing 140 damage, and then I just knock them out again with the Zapdos. So let's start off with a flower selecting. Let's keep the switch card this time. Well, no, let's keep the grass. I do like the grass here. Gonna attach, retreat, and say bye-bye Beakabolt. Thanks to our ability, even if there's a Path to Peak that comes in play, we have Training Cord. That they shouldn't be playing Path to Peak anyway, because it shuts off Regieleki VMAX's ability, so we're in a real good spot. And probably about to win this game. Right here, right now. There we go. Yeah, the Zapdos is basically a hard counter to that deck. Like, you can't find a harder counter to that deck, basically. Which is really nice. And you get the added benefit of taking down some Arceuses here and there, if need be. Alright. Now there's a Dragon deck box, which could mean Giratina, could mean Regidrago V-Star. But it lets me go first. That is peculiar. What a hand we have right here. I don't know if I'll need Manaphy. It's more likely I need Sableye in any matchup than Manaphy, so I might as well start the Sableye. Drapion, okay. So still not quite sure who or what we are up against. You know what? I'm gonna get these two. And we are going to start off with a concealed cards. Alright, so let's go ahead and scoop up net from here. Let's get going with the flower selecting. I'm gonna choose the Luminion because that guarantees a Colress next turn. Now I'll go ahead and bench you, and I will. So if the other fighting is in the prizes, then I can't attack with Rayquaza anymore. Now, seeing that Colress, seeing that Luminion, I'm guessing this is Giratina. That would be my best guess right here. And there we go. That's confirmed. So it's important to always be like on the lookout of what your opponent is trying to do or can potentially do, and try to take like hints off of their gameplay to give you more information on, like I said, what they're trying to do, how they're trying to accomplish that, all of that good stuff. Now I know I will want to use Manaphy at any given one given point. A lot of energy so far, and double scoop up nets. Alright. Maybe I should have thought that one a little bit through. Because now they might get to 4 cards. Well, not easy for them to get to 4 cards, I guess, but they still could, and then I might have just given up a prize unnecessarily when I could have promoted the Greninja. Alright. Alright, actually, we seem to be okay. Alright, so we're going to use our Luminion. We're going to go Colress. We do have Cramorant, of course. We do prize 1 Rayquaza. The other fighting is there. The waters are there. So all the good stuff is there. 1 Mirage Gate, 1 Rayquaza prized. I'm pretty okay with this current situation. We will for sure be able to attack because I do have that quick ball. And yeah, you know what? Both Comfeys can go into the lost zone. That's their karma for always sending other cards into the lost zone. Okay. So I'm thinking of, my initial instinct was quick ball away Raikou, right? However, maybe there's merit to, like, I might want to attack the Raikou at some point, like against the Luminian, you know? Or maybe even against the Drapion. With double full benches, I can't get the KO. So I'm gonna get rid of the Sableye, because that's more of a late game friend. And I do have the other Sableye, whereas I don't have another Raikou, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go Cramorant. I could go crazy here with the Lost Zone. Could go crazy with the Lost Zone. Right, easy choice, I mean. I can get extra cards as well. That's the second energy in the discard pile. Right, bunch of energies now. And alright, I'm gonna scoop up net, be active, promote you, use another flower selecting. Keep the Cramorant as an extra attacker. And I will be benching the Manaphy just in case. I really wanted something good to attach energy to though. Which I guess that something good could be the Greninja. Then I feel like I sometimes end up regretting that choice, so I'm just gonna attach here then. Take the first prize card, which already puts me at an advantage, right? Alright. Walrus, Battle VIP Pass. Good morning, Blue Bronco. Thanks so much for being here. I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself? Sorry, I was super concentrated on the game. How are you doing? Thank you so much to everyone who's around and tuning in. She's back. First Mirage Gate. So this, yeah, it's Luminian time, that's fair. If both comfeys are still in play, then it could be Greninja time for me. Right, as long as I find a water. But my opponent ends up conceding. Okay, so we have not been able to attack with Rayquaza just yet. Of course, when I drop from the tournament, my internet is now excellent instability rating. Oh well. I really wanted to play the tournament, but like I said, I was already tilted 5 minutes in, so that's never a good sign. Never ever a good sign. Alright. So we have a pretty solid hand. Yeah. Wish I had a few less energies and a few more ways to search for Pokemon, but I'm able to get a Cram attacking. I'll settle for that. Finding a Val VIP pass off the Colress would be pretty nice as well to match my opponent's raw Val VIP pass. Just leading with that would be pretty good. Glad you're doing well, Blue Bronco. Okay, so is chat showing up on the stream? I hope it is. Alright. Nice. Wow, whatever card they chose was better than the Battle VIP Pass. And now there's a Sableye there as well. Okay. So far, my opponent's turns show probable lost box situation. This is really good. I feel like I'm gonna give up on the water though. Because I do play 3 of the waters, I'm sure. So this guarantees the Colress is the one I'm unsure of. This guarantees Cramorant this turn. Right? Yeah, it does. I feel like I want to keep the water though. Just because Greninja seems really good at this stage. And I am actually not going to play the Greninja because it's priced. Okay. Alright. Sure. Sure, friends. That's okay. Alright, double cram then. Double cram it is. Alright, well, you can go away, comfey. My opponent must know that I have a very good hand because I threw away a Colress. Kind of like the quick ball to be able to find Manaphy if necessary. Then that's 4, correct? Yes. So I don't foresee myself using neither Zapdos nor Raikou. Just gonna go ahead and retreat with that one, and we will take the first prize card. Hey Dan, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why would you say that? Alright, no Greninja still. Which sucks. No Greninja. Alright. The quick ball, away the battle VIP pass. There is their Greninja. So now we know it's not Lost Box. When the Lost Zone box hell is this assortment of energy? Illuminate them. It is. It seems to be a mirror match. It is Rayquaza. Yeah, amazing rare Rayquaza. That is what you are looking at. Alright. It would be really unfortunate if my opponent was able to use Greninja this turn. So definitely next turn I need to bench them. So seeing that fighting energy probably means it's a Rayquaza, amazing rare Rayquaza mirror match. Which did recently won an almost 400 player online tournament, so that's where it started being showcased and utilized in that regard. Alright. Quick ball. There's their Cramorant. So I'm gonna be at least 7 Lost Zone cards next turn, so if I had access to my Greninja, I actually would have been able to use it next turn for a double price turn. Unfortunately for me though, it's still pricey. It's this card, this beautiful, beautiful card, which is probably not going to be utilized this game either. Alright. The Forest Seal Stone plus the Luminion could actually be useful, honestly, at some point. So I'm gonna choose those cards. And then let's go flower selecting. Right, easy pickings. I want to get rid of the fighting energy now. We'll grab the Manaphy. Then I will go ahead and Stabilize is very important at this point in time, I would say. Do I want more cards in the Lost Zone? 5, 6, 7, like this turn in particular. I guess I do. It also helps me spin the deck. I'll retreat into the comfey, go flower selecting, keep the boss. That might be useful to snipe a Manaphy later on, and then we will do that. There's no reason to do anything else, I don't think. So we're just gonna spit innocently and continue to put ourselves ahead. Greninja, yes, alright. So now, like, my opponent must have enough information to at least consider the fact that my Greninja was primed, right? So this is the turn where they have to protect themselves from it, but it's also a turn where they might get a little too comfortable, and I might be able to get farther ahead, which would be amazing. So yes, welcome to Lost Box Hell Illumination, as you mentioned. Welcome to Lost Box, where everything goes, right? Everything goes in Lost Box. You can use every single card in Lost Box. Alright, there's an Ordinary Rod, Cramorant and comfey. So if my opponent's response to my Cramorant is Cramorant, I'm gonna be very happy. And especially if they don't end up benching especially if they don't end up benching Manaphy. If they don't bench Manaphy and I have 2 targets, it's gonna be basically game over. ¿Pensaste que tenía el pelo largo? No, no, para nada. Solo como es temprano, ando despeinado y por eso. Alright, Metal Energy as well. So I was talking about how this deck has trouble against Kyurem. So having access to Kyurem could be really good. Alright, well there's a comfey. Is it getting rebenched? Yes it is. Alright, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, but we do see a Raihan. My opponent could still go ahead and grab the Manaphy this turn. And there it is. Okay, so very well played by my opponent right there. Very, very well played. I mean, that does mean that the advantage that I have right now is valid, right? Because I did attack first. So what is the game plan now? I don't have access to exam. They are down 1 Ordinary Rod. So perhaps this is a turn where I could go snipe the Manaphy. At the very least, I certainly need to put back the Cramorants though. Very well done by my opponent, as I mentioned, with the Manaphy in this turn. Alright, let's draw a few cards here. Alright, there's a quick ball, so now 5, 6, 7, 8. This guarantees a 9th, right? And then, like I said, I do like Luminion Snipe the Manaphy, because then if my opponent doesn't immediately get Ordinary Rod into the Manaphy, it could be problematic for them. So that's what I'm gonna grab. That's gonna be the plan, rather. Do have the energies to pull that off. Not gonna attach the seal. I don't need to. Do 1 water, 1 lightning. Then we're gonna go attach for turn. We are going to go balloon here. I go boss on the Manaphy to apply that pressure. I'm gonna do this. Now, this turn my opponent could use Stabilize 6. Well, maybe not necessarily. I do think my opponent might want to. Just I'm trying to think, like, bring up something that can't be KO'd. Yeah, it's gonna be the Greninja. That's fine. All right, so put everything back. And I don't want to give them an easy price of a comfey, so the Greninja can potentially tank a hit from the Cramorant, and now this puts pressure on their bench, on the Ordinary Rod, on finding the Manaphy. It's not only putting it back into deck, it's also finding it. Obviously, Battle VIP Pass doesn't work. They're down 3 quick balls. They had to lead with the Flower Selecting. They would also need a Scoop Up Net. Like, that's the other way they can protect themselves from the Radiant Greninja. They're down 2, so I'm basically hedging my bets on my opponent struggling to replace that Manaphy at this turn. That's where I put my money on. And let's see if it works out. You know? And this is where you say, well, why am I even playing RAYQUAZA, right? Well, it's for the big HP decks. You know, that's its main attraction, of course. Well, we've seen now double Flower Selecting plus Colress Experiment, so if they don't find exactly Ordinary Rod plus Quick Ball, we should be in a pretty good spot right here. Really, really good spot. Alrighty. And oh no, there's the Ordinary Rod. Alright. I mean, I could just try again with Sableye this upcoming turn, right? I definitely could do that. Metal and Psychic. So the question is, can they grab the mana fee this turn with their last quick ball? Rushgate. Metal. They've already retreated. Oh, no way they're hitting for 20. No way. Alright, so our bet ended up working out very, very nicely. So now, do I want to use double Rushgate? Okay, I feel like this is where I'm going to establish the Rayquaza. And a Cramorant. Or Sableye, actually. Yeah, no, never mind. Sableye and Cramorant. Alright, I'm going to lead with the Colress. See what I get off of this. Alright, definitely the Cramorant, definitely the Quick, definitely the Luminion. And then, alright, so I'm going to bench this friend, and then I'm going to quick pull away the Rayquaza, unfortunately. It's been 3 games and we haven't been able to use it. I'm going to bench the Sableye, and then I'm basically leaving 2 attackers in play. Alright, Psychic and Water. Let's pay attention. Okay, Psychic to Sableye, Water to Greninja. Rushgate, Water, and whatever else. Grass, sure. Grass and Water. So now, I have successfully put myself in a situation where I'm going to take 2 prizes. No, let me do it. Let me showcase. Hey, Jared. So, Greninja was going to take 2 prizes that turn. And then whatever attacker they ended up using, unless it had a lot of HP, I was going to be able to KO it. But unless they cleaned up their whole bench, I had Sableye to knock out something on the bench. I had Cramorant in case I needed to, in case they knocked out my Sableye, I could attack for free if they used their own Sableye. So I created this like checkmate scenario, so I could somehow get put down to 0 card hand, and I still would have had game in play. Right? We are back. My internet connection. This is why in the tournament the struggle is real. All right, let's play until we can actually attack with the Rayquaza, I guess. See if we can ever attack with Rayquaza at this point. Gosh. I'm sorry to all the viewers for the continuous interruptions. I really don't know what's going on. I'm probably gonna have to call the internet company because this is just being completely ridiculous at this point in time. All right. Okay, so we're up against Regieleki once again with Vigold. Once again, another situation where Zapdos will come in very handy. The issue is finding the energy, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and scoop up net the Sableye. Promote the Comfey. Let's start with a Flower Selecting. Alright, there's a fighting energy already, so not bad at all. Alright, I don't foresee myself needing Sableye in this match. I would like another... you know what? This gives me Colress. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and attach the energy. So this will essentially be game over. If my opponent goes crazy with their bench, then I'm good. If they only bench a Vikavolt and that's it, I can attach the energy. They're clearly not going to be playing Path to a Peak because they are using Regieleki VMAX, so it wouldn't make sense. But I think it's just going to be immediately game over right here, as the previous game. Right, we do see the stone, however. Do see the stone. Right. Not even bothering with the Vikavolt, which I agree. Haven't used their V-Star yet with the Seal Stone. Oh wow, really? All right. Well, my opponent conceded. Okay. All right. That's 4 games in. 0 Rayquaza attacks. 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. All right. I generally think there's merit to playing Canceling Cologne, especially in this deck when you have this Seal Stone. 4 Path in Zorobox in current meta. So why would you want to play 4 Path? Is it to be able to attack past Duraludon VMAX? There's merit to it. The issue is you're not 1KOing Duraludon VMAX, right? So you will need the path to stick. So, like, what would be the other reason? Against Mew VMAX, you should be trading well enough with, should be able to trade well enough with Mightyena, right? That it's a non-issue. So what else are you stopping with Path? All right, now we're up against Regis, which is probably as big of an out of loss as it gets. And if that had been an Aurora, then that would have been the icing on the cake. Double Aurora. Attach Aurora, discard Aurora, Dragon Sport for 4. No, okay. Yeah, we're definitely not winning this game. We are absolutely not winning this one. Right. Okay, so let's start with the Colress. You could be important. You're definitely good. You let me switch out, which is great. However, if I want to get an attack off this turn, then these 2 are important as well. All right. I kind of want to use the Pokestop. I want to take that risk, I feel. All right. Switch card plus Mirage Gate. Not bad. Let's go Fleet-Footed, which I should have used first before the Colress even. Ooh, the Seal Stone. Okay. So 2 cards in the Lost Zone. Like, there's no way I keep up with Regis, but I should at least try, you know? You know what? I'll just attach and retreat. Oh, I could use Raikou the turn after. Yeah, it's just attacking with Cramorant. It doesn't really make much sense, right? I mean, it's definitely better than not doing anything, but... Right. Can't loss on both Sableye. So then... Oh, I messed up, didn't I? I'm at 3 cards. Yeah, I messed up. Alright, I might actually have to use this Seal Stone. I don't find a scoop of made off of this Flower Selecting specifically, which I did not, which is understandable. Donk, so like, against Mew, I think you'd rather just have a second Mightyena if Mew is being an issue. And against Duraludon, it's not going to be good enough to win, so I don't know. Like, I would definitely put it in the questionable pile because of that, you know? Like, if you're struggling with Mew, then the it should be switch card, right? Then the second Mightyena makes more sense than going up to 4 Path. You know? And if you are worried about Duraludon, generally 4 Path I don't think will get you there, because you're never one-killing Duraludon. They can heal your attacks, so you need like those paths to stick so much, and they have their own 4 stadiums as well. So yeah, I'm not super sold on that. I think that those would be my arguments. Alright, well, my opponent's ready to attack, basically. Oh, and I didn't bench the mana. Whoops. I totally meant to bench the Manaphy. Totally meant to bench it. Alright, Ultra Wall. Away. Another Twin and a Marnie. So there's the Regice. So all my opponent needs is Scoop Up Net. There we go. Yeah, Regis is such a bad matchup. I'm just like not gonna bother. Yeah, it's a very, 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 very harsh matchup. Like you have to go out of your way to counter Regis with probably heavy Temple of Sinnoh or even Collapse Stadium, something along those lines. Probably Collapse Stadium. All right. So now we're going second, a pretty decent hand. We still have yet to attack with Rayquaza. I guess this is where we could attack with Rayquaza. Although Miltank doesn't play Herbalin, so never mind. Maybe this is not, I mean Blissey, sorry. Damage bump. So this is Zoroark? Okay, Zoroark with one off Miltank. Regis don't survive rotation. I mean, they get super convoluted with their energies, right? So it probably doesn't. But never say never, right? We don't know what future special energies they will release. I feel like the formats have always had some sort of like Aurora or Rainbow energy or multi-energy, which that's the biggest loss, right? They would get to keep gift energy. And if we get some sort of multi-rainbow colored energy, which usually like Basic Sword and Shield had Aurora energy, right? So Basic Scarlet and Violet might actually have something along those lines, right? Like a brand new, it could be a Rainbow Energy reprint, could be an Aurora Energy reprint, we don't know. So, like, we can't know what sets will survive rotation or not if we don't even know what's in the brand new set, right? Maybe Scarlet and Violet brings out so many good cards that the deck actually survives and becomes even better. Yeah, so that's why I always feel like, I know people don't want their cards to like lose value or they want to get ready for rotation, but there's a brand like this year is especially very unique. There's a brand new set coming out, yeah, Scarlet and Violet, of which we know at most 10 cards. Like I don't keep up with spoilers usually, but at most we know 10 out of those cards. Yeah. So like how can we know if any deck is going to survive rotation or not if we don't know what's coming out in the next set? Yeah, so that would be my counter argument. I would never count Regis out based on the fact that we lose whatever we're gonna lose, because there's a whole 200 new cards coming out that could make Reggie even better than it is now. We don't know. You know, the trend is, of course, the power level of older cards to start going lower and lower, but Reggie was also just released like back in, what was it, May, right? So I don't know. I doubt it. Yeah, I really think there will be something to help it out. All right, now focused on this game in particular. So I have Zapdos to be able to deal with one Zoroark, and then I also have Rayquaza. I'm hoping this is finally the match where I get to use Rayquaza. Not sure. Well, VIP pass is pretty nice. It is my first turn. Alright. And I'm feeling so good about the Rayquaza that I want to establish it already. Alright, so that's 4 cards in the Lost Zone. Now I can switch card into the Cramorant, take the KO, place down. No, not yet. The energy is what I'm really questioning here, because that could be useful for Zapdos next turn, right? So I'm just gonna spit innocently. Hey Pokemon Piccolord, thanks so much for being here. How are you doing? Is the stream fine, by the way, chat? Like, is it working fine so far? I hope it is. Really hope it is. Alrighty. You are going to see the Evolution Instance for the Gengar. There's already enough for Zapdos to wreck face on that poor Zoroark. And that's a Sharon Scare gone. Gengar. Cape Jabog doesn't really affect us. Energy Lodo failed. All good? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate it. Okay, so at 4 cards with Colress, I feel like I should be able to get a KO with Zoroark this upcoming turn. I mean, not Zoroark, Rayquaza. Of course, it's easier to do with Zapdos, but I kind of want to use Rayquaza. I just want to use Rayquaza, honestly. But we'll see. Rayquaza needs 4 energies to one-shot the Zoroark. And okay, my opponent actually respects the Rayquaza enough to go after it. So, alright. So this will lead to the Zapdos into hopefully a follow-up Rayquaza. Alrighty. So, boom. Let's start off with a flower selecting. Now, you know what? Let's use this. Let's use the Star Alchemy. Just find another Walrus and lead with that. And then, nice, and maybe this one actually. I already have 1 rod. I don't think I'm gonna need to recover resources twice. And so now we go flower selecting. Let's keep the energy. And alright. So how many energies are in the discard pile? I'm gonna keep that 1 to attach. So I can use Greninja. I'm not actually going to use it. And you know what? I could get Barneyed here. So maybe I should just use it. Yeah. Because I'm gonna play the Ordinary Rod right now. Alright. And oh, I have 3 Ordinary Rods in this deck as well. I forgot about that. Alright, so I'm gonna put you 2 back. Disable I can snipe either of these, and then I'll put you 2 back. I will go ahead and establish the Rayquaza right here. To prepare for next. This is all Marnie preparation. The further Marnie preparation would be using the Mirage Gates. I'm gonna use 1 to get that friend ready to go. And we will pick the KO. Thanks to the weakness. Very good. I wanted to use Ray this turn. They did KO it. I could have, right? But we'll see. We shall see. My opponent not giving up, which I appreciate. I have access to Mirage Gates with power up the Ray. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I didn't have a lot of energies left in the deck. So my 3 prizes, my 3 energies. I play 11. There's 4 right now. Don't recall having like a lot of them in the deck. Alright, and we see a research. The Miltank is an interesting tech. I do foresee like some situations where you can just like against some decks you can like bench Zoroark and then Miltank, right? And then if that deck doesn't have a counter to Miltank, you can have the Air Balloon and have Eldegoss just infinitely loop, basically. And there's a victory. So no attack with Rayquaza yet. Oh my gosh. No attack with Rayquaza yet. Let's try again. My opponent hadn't knocked out my Rayquaza, I would have chosen to use it. Maybe I should have still. Alright. Okay, decent enough hand. A solid Colress, and we are off to the races. Alright, this immediately means Lugia, of course. So this could be a very interesting game for sure. We definitely trade better against Lugia than Lugia trades against us. We had an underwhelming turn 1 as well, which is always fantastic. Alright, so let's lead with this. Alright, very nice. So I'm probably gonna be able to take a turn 1 knockout, right? Yeah, because Yveltal has 110. Alright, now let's go Colress. I actually don't have the turn 1 knockout. I am missing a switching card. Switching card, sorry. I don't think Sableye is going to be super useful here. Alright. That really sucks. Okay, so I feel like I do want to thin. Because I need a switching card or scoop up net off of, or the Forest Seal Stone to be able to attack this turn. And it's not like I need to, but it would be nice, you know? It would certainly be nice. Alright, well, speaking of nice, not quite there yet. So can we actually get there, or will we be 1 card short? Will be 1 card short. All right. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Okay. It is what it is. Can't have it all. Alrighty. So we see Stoutland. We see Ultra Wall. No, wait. Discard double Arcades here. No, not a single Arcades, in fact. Alright. They do grab the Arcades now, though. And the research. Okay, so likely that they can attack. We'll see. They already committed energy there. They would need a switching card, which that deck usually doesn't play, and they actually completely whiff everything. Okay. We will take that. Okay. There's the switch card. No need for you. You know what? Let's be a bit more balanced. Alrighty, then flower selecting. Don't foresee myself needing Dominion anymore, but I also have 2 quick balls, so should be perfectly fine. There's 6 cards in my current loss zone. I do this. Go flower selecting. I think I give up on the Forest Seal Stone because I already lost on 1 training port. Okay, and then we bench you. We go like this. Go for another flower selecting. Ooh. Not happy about that. Really not happy about that one for sure. Right. And then, you know what? I'm gonna discard the Luminion. Bench a Ray. We'll attach to it. Then we will go ahead and spit innocently. Alright, so Cramorant should be out of range against the Stoutland, because with triple powerful, since they only have 1 committed here, that would be 100 damage, so they need 10 short, which is great. Fully expect my opponent to knock me out in return, but then I have the return attack with Rayquaza, so we'll be very far ahead at that point, I feel. Alright, I have the full combo going now. Raikou could end up being useful. To one-shot a Lugia. And I could use it next turn much easier than Rayquaza, but I really want to use Rayquaza. I don't know how many, I don't know if this is like game 7 or 8. Playing the Rayquaza deck, and we have yet to be able to use it. Okay, double capture with the first Archeops. Powers up the benched Tablemon, so you must have an energy to attach. Unless they misplayed. Okay, they did not misplay. I was like, no way. Tablemon's really not a threat though. Serena, that's 2 double turbos now down as well. Right. Looking good. Alright, so I kind of want to make use of the Raihan. Let's get the fighting onto the Ray. And I have enough. I'm going to attach the lightning and probably want water with the Mirage Gate. And my other Rayquaza is priced. What would I need? I guess a water, honestly. Just like, because if I get more need, right? Lightning and water. There's 4. Well, there's 2 left in the deck. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so I only have 1 energy priced. Alrighty. I mean, against this Stoutland, Zapdos is also pretty fantastic, right? So let's just continue to defend. Oof. Right, definitely keeping the Zapdos here. I also don't reveal it. And it just amazing burst. That's it. Yeah. 320. KO. Finally got to use amazing burst. Finally. Alright, there's the other Rayquaza for a return KO. I guess Zapdos isn't good. Like right now, because there's only 1 being played. So never mind. Now there's 2. I don't have boss's orders, however. It's lost zoned. My opponent should have Auroras left, no more, well, 1 powerful perhaps, 1 twin. We'll see. Yeah, done. Finally. We finally got to act with Rayquaza. There's a Quick Ball, there's a Choice Belt, there's a Charizard. Okay, so I will need to attack 3 more times. I don't have a boss's orders, but that's completely okay. I should be able to. Well, or will I be able to actually? I mean, I can use Zapdos here. No, actually, I cannot. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stadium and the things are awesome. I actually not very efficient anymore at all. And with no boss to finish out the game. This is not good. If I use Raikou, they just use Charizard. Do I really have to use Rayquaza here? That's awful though. But I think I have to, yeah. Right. Ooh, Luminion. Luminion is gonna be key here. to knock out Charizard and save energies as well. How many Mirage Gates? I'm down to 1 Mirage Gate. Just don't have that much energy left though. Really just don't. And then I'll discard 3. It's so costly. How many do I actually have left? Okay, well, I guess I do have enough. All right, let's do these. I have 4 left at the deck. Okay, so I do these, and then I do this, and then I might actually end up using Greninja. I'm not gonna Flower Selecting anymore, or use Colress or anything. Amazing Bursts. A little excessive, but it is what it is. Okay, so now they're gonna use Charizard, right? Presumably. Have Psychic Energies left. So I might have, oh no, I can't use Greninja. They didn't put 2 waters back. I cannot use Greninja. So I have to use Luminion. Oof. I'm not sure I'm winning it. I think I'm gonna be out-researched here. Can I ever use 2 Sableyes? Nope. Can't use 2 Sableyes. Am I getting Roxanne here? Boss, okay. Yeah, my opponent's playing the out-researching. Ooh, Greninja. What's the doorbell? Darn it, I have to go answer the door. Okay, so what's the plan here? It has to be Luminion, right? It's gotta be. And then it's gonna be Raikou. Yep, that's a plan. Ooh, I have 1 Mirage Gate left. Yes, that's expected. Let's bench you. I do need to get energies. I can't find them all. I need to find 1 energy. Right, so water, you. I go down to the wire. There's no way I with energy here, right? Okay. 2 cards left. I just need my Psychic Energy next turn. Or my Mirage Gate. Alright, we get the KO. Need to go answer the door. And I'll be back for the next turn. No, no. Oh my gosh, I thought I got this. Alright, good. Wow, this game is intense. This game is absolutely intense. Lost vacuum, that doesn't matter. Okay, I think we did it. No. Well. Oof. Okay, so now I need... Oh boy. What do I even have left? Sableye doesn't do it. I need... Raikou doesn't do it either. Oh wait, oh no, did I draw... No, wait, no. No, why do I draw the energies? What the heck? I can't, right? I don't have fighting energy left. Does Raikou do it? Raikou does... No, Raikou doesn't do it. I can't win. I actually cannot win. No, I can't win anymore. I need some defining energy. Of course I found the energy, so now my Mirage Gate is useless as well. Okay. You can attack, and you're on energy. So I have to use Cramorant then? That's the only way, right? And hope my opponent doesn't have another energy. Which they clearly have Aurora. Yeah, nothing survives the hit and it can't kill the Stoutland. What? The boss. Well, all the cards, right? It was a lot of things. The Training Court, the Ordinary Rod, the boss. That's it. That is it. So sad. The game I used Rayquaza, I lost. And I lost my internet connection. Well, now it's back. Okay. All right. That was a very intense 1 hour of Rayquaza.